So welcome to our Radiant Skin and Essential Oils class. So this is an introduction for those of you who aren't familiar with essential oils, or even if you are, it's a great review. So just talking about skincare. This article was in Popular Science magazine that talks about how skincare is actually, the beauty standards are toxic for women of color, literally, and personal care products can actually poison us. And so a lot of people aren't familiar with that. We just kind of put things on our body and we don't think about that. So let's see. If you want to be informed, this is an app that I highly recommend. Okay, it is the Think Dirty app, and you may want to, write this down. And so what it will allow you to do is to take your skincare products, your personal care products, and actually scan them or type them into this app. It's free to download, and you can discover the toxicity level of them. And so from between a 0 and a 10, it'll tell you. Now, if anything, you can see right here, it says between 8 and 10 is red, between 4 and 7 is yellow, and between 0 and 3 is green. So that doesn't have toxic ingredients in it. All of the products we're gonna talk about tonight are between a 0 and a 3. And so you don't have to worry about them. But if you have stuff already in your home, you do want to make sure that it's safe. All right, so let's talk about what makes Young Living different. So we're gonna talk about our essential oils. Now, I've been using Young Living for about 18 years. Before I started, I used to think that oils were for just making things smell good, let me see if I can mute everyone, just because I think I hear some background noise. There we go. Okay, and then you can unmute yourself if you want to say something. So I used to think they were for just for skincare, putting fragrances in candles and lotions and things like that. But my eyes have been open to the fact that the things that I was putting on my body could have been causing the issues that I was having, like head tension and cramps and just so many different health issues, seasonal change issues. So now Young Living has what's called a seed to seal quality commitment, which means that from the time the seed is put into the ground to the time the bottle is opened or sealed, that it's gone through a rigorous process. And so that means they have farms all over the world, and the quality is of the highest quality. They're free from harmful synthetics and pure, okay? Now, this goes through, okay, so what is seed to seal? All right, what is seed to seal? Let me stop share for a minute here. Okay, so the seed to seal thing is the thing that sets Young Living apart from all other oil companies. And I'll break that down for you. So at Young Living, they don't strip constituents to make the oils smell better, which is called fractionating oils. They don't mix species of the same oil. They don't spray weed killers or pesticides or herbicides or use genetically modified seeds. They actually spend $12,000 per acre to hand weed lavender instead of what the industry standard is of $60 per acre for the same exact plant. And so the industry standard is $60 per acre because spraying with pesticides is much cheaper than hand weeding. And they also don't distill with solvents that could get into the oil like hexane. The soil now is also not tainted with mercury, arsenic, glyphosate, or any other poison because the fields have been untouched by toxic chemicals. And they harvest at the exact time of day that the Young Living's research team has found to be the ideal time for that specific plant. So they know when that peak is because of their extensive library on oils, and being the largest and oldest globally, compiled from nearly 30 years of research at farms on 6 continents. All right, so that says a lot about the quality of Young Living's oils, okay? All right, so let me come back to this and share my screen again. Okay, so what they call this is the Seed to Seal Pillars, Sourcing Science and Standards. And so that is something that you can't get from a grocery store oil. So what are essential oils? They are volatile liquids and aromatic compounds that are distilled or pressed from plants. They have been used for thousands of years for cosmetic purposes, as well as for spiritually, emotionally uplifting properties. They are between 100 and 10,000 times more powerful than the herb itself. So, and they're primarily extracted through steam distillation, but also through cold pressing. And so what that means is they don't have solvents and chemicals added to them to extract the most. At least Young Living's doesn't. So they can quickly penetrate your skin, and they contain some of the highest powerful antioxidants as determined by the ORAC test. And they have a lot of different constituents in them that work in synergy together and can actually cross over the blood-brain barrier because the molecules are so small. All right, so how do we use them? Aromatically, topically, and internally. We can use them in all those 3 ways. So you can, if you have an essential oil, where did I put them? Oh, there they are. Hold on one second. Okay, so if you have your box of essential oils, you can just open it up and you can get out an oil that you like to use aromatically. I love Valor. Valor is a blend of oils that just helps you to be grounded and be courageous and, you know, do what has to get done. So aromatically, you could just take a drop, rub it in your hands, and then just cup your hands over, and it's as easy as that. And take a couple of deep breaths. And that is one of the best ways for emotionally kind of grounding yourself, any oil really, because it goes through your nose into your emotional brain, which is into the limbic system. And that emotionally helps your body and your mood. All right, so you can also use them in a diffuser. You can use them topically, and we're going to talk about ways that you can use them topically. And just putting them on. So like that same oil, you can rub it on your body wherever you feel like, you know, you need support. It could be your shoulders if they're tense. It could be your stomach if you're having kind of like you ate something that wasn't so good. Because it can cross into through your skin, it actually can help issues like that when you just put it on your skin. So internally, we can use them. We can take like our water, right? And we can put, let's see. So I have lemon essential oil here. And so I can take my water and take a drop or 2 of lemon essential oil and put that in there. And then I can drink that. Now, when you are using, putting oils in your water, you do want to make sure that you're using glass or stainless steel or ceramic. So like tea, you could put it in tea. Don't use foam or plastic because it will leach the plastic out of it. It breaks up toxins. So you don't want to be drinking that. So these are just some safety tips. If an oil feels warm on you, you want to dilute it with a carrier oil. It can be anything from like coconut oil, olive oil. Here I have jojoba oil. Avoid putting them in your eyes and in your ears directly. And if you do get a drop in your eyes, all you do is you put a carrier oil in it. So I'll take olive oil and just rub it on my eye. And then citrus safety. So how I talked about not using plastic. And then also when you put it on your skin, if you put lemon on your skin, it can make the skin sensitive to the sun. And so it's photosensitive. So try not to, within 12 hours, put it on a place that's going to be exposed to the sun, like if it's really hot. So everyone's body is different. So you can always skin test your oil on a place in your body that's not been exposed to like personal care products or chemicals. Because what the oils actually do, a lot of people don't know this, is that they can work against chemicals that are stored like in our fatty tissues and cause a local rash or reaction because it's detoxing. And so if this happens, just temporarily discontinue the use of the oils and determine if you should begin like a detoxing program. And so that actually happened to me where every time I would enter a room that was diffusing essential oils, I would get a headache. And so I realized that I had to do a cleanse, and it took a little while. Now I love like diffusing it. So if you ever have a reaction, just drink plenty of water and, you know, reduce the amount of oils that you use. You may be using too much, but the body will, you know, expel it. All right, so the difference in the two labels of oils, Vitality or dietary oils are the ones that are labeled for ingestion. And then the ones like this is lemon, and I have Citrus Fresh here. And so they're two different colors, but the same oil in the colored bottle is labeled for topical or aromatic use, okay? All right, so some of these may not be for skin support, but I'll just go over it really quickly. Peppermint, Vitality, if anyone wants to share how you use peppermint essential oil, you're welcome to unmute yourself. It's very cooling. It takes a pound of raw peppermint to make 1 bottle of the essential oil. So one 15 ml bottle is very concentrated.
Hey Hope, this is Becky.
Hey.
Love peppermint. It's just awesome. I recommended it yesterday to someone who was feeling very warm because they had, they're not feeling well. And I told them to put a drop of peppermint so they're more comfortable as there's my daughter. She's like, yes, peppermint. On the feet every 30 minutes to help them to feel cooler. Because their husband was experiencing things that come along when you're not feeling well and you're very warm.
Yeah, so it helps cool the body.
Yeah. So the other thing that I'm doing, which Renee is very familiar with, and some other people in this group are, is we are making Breath Fresh mouth sprays with the Thieves mouthwash. And we're using just 1 drop of peppermint in 1 ounce mixed with distilled water. And we're going to be giving them to healthcare workers for free, just as a way to bless them. So I love the fact that it's so powerful. You only need 1 for 1 full ounce of water, and it can last them a really long time.
Wow.
That's how we're using it literally in the last 12 hours.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's very generous. Cool. So lemon, let's go on to lemon Vitality. Like I mentioned, I put it in my water. It's very supportive to the immune system. Anyone want to say how you use lemon essential oil?
Yeah, I'll say something, Hope.
Okay.
I really love it in my water. I have this big, huge stainless steel travel mug, and I'll fill it up with some fresh water and put like two drops of it, and it is so lemony and strong. And it was so funny because I made my lemonade, what I call it, today, which is that. And my son started drinking. He was like, "This isn't sweet." And I'm like, "I know, it's lemon water. It's better for you." So I enjoy. And also when I want to clean my air in the bedroom, I'll diffuse some lemon oil.
Yes, lemon is so fresh. That is great. I know my mom, I'm going to unmute. Yeah, I'm going to unmute you. How do I do this? Unmute. Okay, there you
Okay.
go. Yes.
Yes. Hello. Can you all see me?
Yes, we can hear
Cool.
you. We can see you too.
Okay. Lemon is one of my favorites. I have many favorites, but I use lemon for, you can mix it with baking soda and deodorize your carpet when you vacuum it. You can, I can also, it's good for getting up very difficult things such as chewing gum. And I like to drink it, as others have said. And also it's very good for your hands to put in your lotion, like to put in your hand and body lotion. It's very good for the hands. It is excellent for calluses and corns to put on the bottom of your feet or on top of your feet, and then add a little gauze or something to protect your toes or your under your feet. And it helps to soften them at night. I love lemon, and I don't think I could ever go a day without lemon.
Yes, those are so many good uses. So many good uses. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to go on to Thieves Vitality. Thieves has clove, lemon, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus radiata, rosemary in there. It's great for supporting the immune system right now. Anyone want to say quickly how you use Thieves? I know it's not for, I wouldn't say skin. I would not put that on my face. I would put it on my feet, but yeah.
I hope. I would just say, Thieves, I usually use it. I put a drop of my toothpaste in the mornings.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
great.
really good. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a very good way to get they say your mouth is the dirtiest place on your body. And so, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so Citrus Fresh. How do you all use Citrus Fresh?
Okay, I'll
Well,
tell you, I use Citrus Fresh, and I put it in my water. I also put it in some drinks that I make from time to time.
Yeah.
And I like to diffuse it in the kitchen.
yes. Wonderful.
Yes, those are really good ways. Today I did that too, diffuse it with peppermint, and everyone notices. Yeah, so, all right, how about Digest Vitality? So Digest has tarragon, ginger, peppermint, juniper, fennel, lemongrass, anise, and patchouli. That one bottle. It says what it does. It's great for the digestive system. So you can put this in a capsule. You can take it. You could put a drop on your stomach. If you ate something that didn't agree with you, you can, those are just some ways that you can use Digest. Now, lavender. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, with Digest, it's excellent for supporting when you're having excretory problems. By the second, just roll it on your tummy and it supports that.
Yes, it does. I agree.
Yes, indeed.
All right, how about lavender? Lavender is like the Swiss Army knife You can add it to mascara. Has anyone ever done that? That helps with your lashes. You can add it to dryer balls, face creams.
Yes.
Let's see. So,
I love lavender here.
mhm.
Got my lavender. I love it to put in the diffuser with some frankincense for, I'm working from home and I talk to people all day, and you talk to different personalities, and you know, it just keeps me really centered. It's very, frankincense is a top one for meditation and just centering and grounding. So lavender and frank really help with dealing with so many different personalities. And
Yes.
I find also frankincense, going back to frankincense, before the quarantine, if I'm about to deal with something stressful, frankincense to me has acted as a shield. You know, you deal with different spirits, and it shielded me from, you know, that coming onto, you know, my energy. So that's what's worked for me.
Yes. So now you went on to frankincense. So I'm gonna, I went on to that one. Anyone have any ways that you use these two for skin?
I do hope. I use it for my teeth. I brush my teeth with it in the morning, and I've noticed that my teeth are like super clean, and I see that they're getting even like whiter, and I just feel like they're different, right? And then my skin also, I've been putting them on like my laugh lines, and I've noticed that they've been diminishing at the lower part. It's only probably been like a month I've been doing this, but I definitely noticed that my laugh lines are like fading away a little bit. So I started putting it on like the lines up here, because we have like regular lines, right, on our face as we age, because we wrinkle, right? So I've been just smoothing out my face in the morning when I brush my teeth with a little bit of oil, like a drop or two, and then in the evenings before I go to bed. It also kind of like grounds me, I'm sure, and it makes me like relax when I lay down, but definitely I could tell the difference in my skin.
Yeah.
Which oil is she talking about? Was that lavender or frankincense?
Frankincense.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Dianetta. Anyone else want to?
Hope, I'd like to know how you add lavender to mascara.
So you just take the take your mascara, open it up, and put like a drop or two in there. Yes,
Really?
that's all. And then just kind of swirl it around. Yeah.
It won't hurt your eyes when you put it on.
It won't. No, as long as you kind of swirl it around. Yeah. And actually the mascara that Young Living has, it has lavender in it. And I think maybe even cedarwood. So they have a lengthening and a volumizing mascara that has the oils in it.
Okay.
Yeah, good question. Yeah. Let's see. So, Miss Alma. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I just wanted to add to that. Frankincense to me has multiple purposes. One of the purposes, I'm holding this here, is that you can put a roller fitment on top, and you can put it very gently and very carefully around the eye socket, and it supports eye health. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Now, did you want to add how you use it in your skincare?
Oh, yes, I use it. Well, that's going to take a little more than a half a second, but I use it in my moisturizer, which I have hand and body lotion that Young Living puts out, lavender hand and body lotion, and it is my go-to for my moisturizer. So of course I add frankincense, lavender, sandalwood, which is one of my favorite, and anemone, which I don't have right now handy. with me. And I also wash my face with lemon sandalwood.
Oh.
And instead of the orange blossom, because it lasts over a year. I just bought it about 2 months ago, and I am very pleased with it.
Wow, that's really good
Soap?
tips.
Is that a bar of soap?
Yes,
Yeah, and I think
lemon sandalwood.
Lemon sandalwood.
I
Wow.
think they are discontinuing that,
But
so you may
it's
want
out
to
of
stock
stock
up.
right now. It's out of stock right now.
Oh,
They
it's up.
decided actually not to discontinue it.
What's that?
They decided not to discontinue it.
Oh, good. Wonderful.
that's
I'm so
good.
happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
that's
So
great.
Becky, you wanted to
Hi.
add?
Yes. So when I first started Young Living, I didn't know anything about the fact that they had skin, like that there was so much skincare. I just did it because I like to eat them. And I noticed when I was at your house, Hope, before I even knew anything about Young Living, and your daughter was a little bit under the weather, you made her some tea with thieves right there. And I'm like, she's 4. This stuff's supposed to kill you. And you're like, oh no, these are FDA approved. And so I've been doing this for so long. And so I was sold. But so I use this moisturizer, and I have very sensitive skin. So I can't really use a lot of products that are, even if they're hypoallergenic, like I will literally have burns on my face for the things that are totally fine. I think there's one other thing on the market besides Young Living stuff. So when I ran out of this moisturizer, it was made by it was super expensive in Bethesda, whatever. I heard that I started Googling, I looked at my desk reference, and I took olive oil just from my kitchen with frankincense. And I just rubbed it on my face. Like that was,
Yes, it's very
and
good.
I got into this habit, and people were coming up to me at church saying, you look amazing. Like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm using olive oil from my kitchen and this frankincense. Like I put like a drop and I rub it off. So I just feel like, I mean, since then I've discovered there's amazing stuff at Young Living for skin. So I use those products both for cleansing and for moisturizing. But it was I really was stuck. Like I couldn't use the other stuff. And I now discover it was because of all the toxins in them. And
Right.
it was rashing.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
it's
That's
great in a pinch.
Yes, and that's actually a really good tip. Jen O'Sullivan actually recommends you can make your own like skin serum. So like this is Glow facial serum that I made, and she recommends just equal parts frankincense and lavender. So you could do like 5 drops of each in a bottle with the carrier oil. Grapeseed is a really light oil. You could do any oil, but that is like a simple skin serum. And she doesn't go a day without putting it on. So really good advice. All right, so anyone else want to share? Well, maybe I should go through all of the oils. Let me see. I'll go back to the frankincense, because that one is a big one for your skin. Okay, so Panaway and Raven. So those two, Panaway is really good. Panaway is really good for, you know, muscle aches and pains. It has wintergreen, helichrysum, clove, and peppermint in there. And so it's very cooling. And then Raven is great for like your chest and congestion and things like that.
Oh.
Peace and Calming is amazing for just calming. I have put my kids to sleep, to bed. You know, I know when they're very little, like babies, it's very good for just getting them to calm down and go to sleep. And then Valor, we went over that one, how it's great for just empowering you. And then Stress Away. So a lot of times our skin is in the way that it is because of stress. You know, we break out. And so Stress Away is actually one of my favorites. It's great for just calming, taking that stress away. And you can put a roller top on it. It comes in the kit. So you can put your own roller top on it and just like roll that on you. So let me see. All right, so the Ningxia Red is a supplement that is very powerful. This actually can be great for your skin and just overall your entire body health. And it has proprietary blend that has essential oils in it, has the Ningxia wolfberry puree and other superfoods in here. And so it helps support normal cellular function. So at the cellular level, you're getting nutrition, and that's what a lot of times our body really is craving. Normal eye health. And so we take 2 ounces a day, and it just is an overall wellness support. So you can get it in bottles or you can get it as this supplement here. The Thieves Household Cleaner is amazing for just cleaning everything in your home. Sometimes I think I heard, Becky, you were talking about hormones being off balance, and that can lead to a lot of other problems. But your cleaners, surprisingly enough, can lead to your hormones being off. And then you want to talk a little bit about that, how that helped you?
Oh my gosh, it's like, I didn't know any. I'm so tunnel vision. I remember I had helped you at an event, which was really fun because I was able to cook with oils and show people recipes and stuff. And as a thank you, you gave me a bottle of Thieves cleaner. And I think you had given it to me because we were just chatting as moms at homeschool group. And I was like, you know, my hair is falling out in clumps, like just giant clumps. And I was like, my sleep is really, I was 40 pounds heavier than I am now. And my moods were all over the place. And I remember you asked me, what are you cleaning your house with? And what are you washing your body with? And I remember being like, what does that have anything to do with me not having sleep and being overweight and whatever? And so you told me when I went home, you're like, I remember you told me you were having some issues. What I want you to do is try this, take this, make a couple bottles of it, do nothing but clean your bathroom with this and tell me what you think. I went home, counted my bottles of cleaner. I think I had 7 for a bathroom that was maybe like 6 by 6. It's like 1950s bathroom. And within a couple of days, I had the best sleep that I had had in years since having babies. And I started noticing my hair wasn't falling out and I wasn't as stressed out. And so that was when that was where I kind of really turned a corner for my health, because I realized things that I assumed were cleaning were actually creating more problems for my body. And so since then, I basically, since that bottle, I have never purchased another cleaner. I only use Thieves in my house for the bathroom, for the kitchen, for the sink, for the floors, windows, everything. And I buy a big bottle. It comes in like a liter, 2 liter, or I don't know, 1.5 gallons or whatever, because that's savings. And I am very frugal when it comes to that. And one of those big bottles will last me like a year.
Yeah.
Of just making, and so it's very economical. I don't know what I would do. And also I got my kids to start cleaning the bathroom.
Yeah, so that's a benefit.
I didn't have to do that.
Yeah, because it's toxic free, they can, kids can use it too. It's not gonna mess with their hormones. So yeah, if you just have to be so careful. Things that you wouldn't know are really related to what's going on in our body. So now hand sanitizer too. Hand sanitizer, the Thieves hand sanitizer, waterless hand purifier is great for just cleansing your hands. We know that, but let me tell you a really quick, a hack you can use. So I actually, with my kids, when they have like spots or acne breakouts, we take this and we put it on those spots. And so that can like help to, it's tingly, you know, but it helps get things away. They go away. So that's a way that you can use the hand sanitizer for your skin. It kills 99.9% of germs, and it moisturizes the hands without triclosan, which is a chemical that most hand sanitizers have. All right, so being aware of what you are cleaning, what you're eating, what you're putting on your body. These are just some of the things that you want to be aware, and look in your bottles. Use that Think Dirty app that I had mentioned to get rid of some of those things. There's just so much in the things that we're using on our bodies that we really have to be aware of. So I'm going to stop my screen share and let me hear from Ileana. Are you ready, Ileana, to tell us what you have used for your skincare?
Hi, everybody. You hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I was hearing everybody, and I never do this before. I'm going to try my best, okay? I use my, since I got the menopause, I have my skin very dry, and I use many things to be comfortable with my skin. I had to put moisturize in my face in the morning and in the night, and I try to use my regular lotion, that is this, you see, and I put some of the oils over there that is dry skin serum, and sometimes I put only this in the other night, only in the night, the dry skin serum. But also I love this. I found out like a month ago.
Oh, that's patchouli.
Patchouli, yeah. It's good for the skin also. I was reading and looking, what is this for? And the book said to put in your moisturizer or in your lotion. And I put this and I love it because your skin gets so soft and like with humidity. Very good for me. That's all that I use.
Yeah.
But also I like to drink a lot of water and drink my vitamins, especially in vitamin C, that I hear that is good also for the skin, and omega-3.
Yes.
Do you like it?
Yes, you did great. Yay.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. Yes. So
Well, your
Ileana,
skin looks great.
yeah, it is.
I can't believe you're in menopause.
Thank you. Let
So
me
that in itself, oh my goodness. Applause for that.
Yeah, but I try to protect myself also with sun cream in the mornings. When I go outside, I forgot to bring it to me because it's in the bathroom. I put also the sunscreen from John Even is very good. And it helps you, it long, help me hope.
Yeah, in español.
Last longer.
Last long.
Last long. The sun cream I have since last year, I use it every day and didn't finish.
Wow.
The John Even sun cream. Yeah, it has to be every day because you don't use it, you have spots. But it helps me to cut the spots from here out of my face. Also using every day.
Oh, wow, that's a really good point that, you know, it's really important to protect your skin. Do you use the 50, is it the 50 SPF?
I think so, the blue one. Let me find it. Okay.
Yeah. And now's a good time to get that.
Yeah, this one.
Okay.
This is the mineral sun cream lotion. Let me see.
Okay.
It's yeah, SPF 50.
SPF 50. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, and
That's great.
I surprised I only use me because I don't want to share. Because sometimes they don't the family sometimes they don't care. People
Yes. They use a lot, right? They use it like it came from the grocery store and it's like $5.
Yeah. It's only for my face. I can use another one in my body, but this I love it.
Thank you, Ileana, for
You're
sharing.
welcome.
Yes.
Ileana, just a quick question. Did you say that you've had that too for a year?
Say that again?
The sunscreen? You said you use it every day.
Yeah, every day.
You've had that tube for a year?
It's almost a year.
Wow.
Yeah, because I bought last summer before go to Mexico. It's because I
Amazing.
remember I went to Mexico. I'm from Mexico. I went to Mexico last July. It's almost a month, and I had this before.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
It's the third part of the bottle of the lotion, but almost finished. But I love it because you cannot use too much. It's a little bit and doing like this with your hands. You can put over here in your because it's good to have the sun cream also in your neck.
Thank you. I was just shocked that it lasted a year.
Yeah, but only for you.
That's awesome. What a saving.
Yeah, you can share. No, it's only I'm kidding, okay?
Yeah. Thank you, Ileana.
You're welcome.
Thank you for sharing. So now let me see. Kiana, I know you have a routine that you follow. Can you tell us what you do for your skin? Okay, it seems like you're unmuted. Can you hear us? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, yes,
Can you hear me?
Perfect.
Sorry, guys. So my skincare regimen, I would probably describe my skin as oily and sensitive. Prior to using Young Living products, I used a lot of over-the-counter products and prescription medicines from a dermatologist. So now I use 3 products. The first one is the Orange Blossom Facial Wash. This is something that I use daily in the morning before I get up, just wash my face. I love that it doesn't dry out my skin, and it's for sensitive skin. The other thing that I use daily is the Manuka oil. Can you guys see that? Manuka oil kind of has like a woodsy smell to it, and it kind of like moves out my skin and has reduced a lot of the blemishes that I've had on my face. The last thing that I use is the coconut lime body butter. So I use the coconut lime body butter and the Manuka together. This I just use to kind of add moisture to my skin. And I love that Young Living products. You can use them for multiple things. I also use this on my elbows. So those are the 3 products that I use. While using them, I just kind of noticed that, like I said, it doesn't dry out my skin. It doesn't irritate my skin. Because my skin is so sensitive, I love that it doesn't irritate my skin, it doesn't dry it out, and that I can use it daily without it being irritated. My bonus items that I use this maybe once or twice a week. This is the Satin Mint facial scrub. This is kind of like my spa-like experience. So it's an exfoliating scrub that kind of just cleans the skin and lifts and removes dead and dry skin. One of the ingredients in here is mango butter and peppermint. Mango butter is good for soothing the skin, and peppermint gives you that like refreshing feel. So those are the products that I use weekly on my skin.
Perfect. Yeah, I love that you told us how you used to have, used to have to buy expensive stuff from the dermatologist, and the different ways that you can use the product. So, we think that coconut body butter or the coconut lime, I use that just on my body, but you can use it on your face as well. Yes, because of the pure ingredients. I love that. Good. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Let me see.
Oh, I had a question for Alma, Miss Alma. The the lemon sandalwood soap, is that just for your face or is that for your entire body?
I purchased it for the sole purpose of using it on my face.
Okay.
I used the Orange Blossom for years and I was very satisfied, but I was thinking in terms of, because it's only $10.50 and Orange Blossom is more, that this would suit me. Now the thing about lemon sandalwood, what I do is keep it dry. I just use it for my face, put it back where it came from until the next time.
Mm-hmm.
And I find that right now it's going to last at least a year.
Wow.
And in addition to using the lemon sandalwood soap, of course, I work it up all over. Then I splash my face with water anywhere from 10 to 15 times to hydrate it and pump it up and make it look and feel like it is well nourished. So I would think the lemon sandalwood or the Orange Blossom, because I used Orange Blossom for years.
Okay.
Both of them are excellent. And you can also use this all over.
Oh, good.
I mean,
good.
This is good for an all over thing. But this thing about soaps is if you have a good quality soap like Young Living's are, you don't want to leave it in the shower and you don't want it to get soft and soapy.
Yes.
Because there goes your money. You want to keep it dry and use it when you need to, when you take a shower, whatever your purpose is for it.
Right. Yeah, because of I have a kidney renal disease, a genetic disease. My skin from head to toe is dry. I mean, Sahara Desert dry. So I'm always looking for, and like I believe it was Kiana that said, or maybe someone else, like the expensive prescription stuff, and that doesn't really work. My skin just soaks it up, and then about 20 minutes later, ashes back. So I'm always looking for something that'll help. And I drink a ton of water just to keep the plumpness and the hydration, but it's still, I just need some type of good moisturizer for like super dry skin.
Yeah. Now the other thing you can do is 5 drops of lavender, 5 drops of frankincense and coconut oil, and use that as a moisturizer when you come out of the shower.
Nice.
That helps seal in everything, and it's very nutrient dense for the body in the sense that it's very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's really good. And just to add another one, the charcoal bar soap, this one is really good. Activated charcoal is great for deep cleansing for the face and the body. And it doesn't have sulfates, parabens, dyes, fragrances, or anything like that. And what I do with my soap is I will take 1 bar and I will cut it up into smaller bars like this, and I give everyone their own. And so like this, it could be, so I've got like 10 little pieces here. So it makes it last a long time.
Oh, that's excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah,
May I ask how you cut it?
Yeah, so I actually put it in the microwave for like 9 seconds, and then I take a knife and then I cut through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so Good question. Becky, you wanted to add?
I love the charcoal soap. Okay, so long story short, I have issues with sweating a lot under my armpits. I'm one of those people that will get excited and start sweating. I'll run and start sweating. It'll be hot and I'll start sweating. I'll wear a sweater, I'll start sweating. And I was a little bit concerned with odor and with staining of my clothes. So I heard that activated charcoal is like kind of sucks out toxins. So I started using it in my underarms. I just bought it just for my underarms. But so it helps me. But the thing that I wanted to share was I have a 14-year-old boy, son, who is definitely changing into a man and can be very odoriferous, let's just say that, and not necessarily caring about the fact that other people can smell him. And I mean, he showers every day. And so I told him, hey, you really need to use this. I put in a separate box that's aside from the soap in the shower, but it is in the shower, and he uses it. And since he started using it, I have not noticed an issue with odor.
Wow.
Deodorant. It's been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow.
I just want to say, if you have teenagers or people that are dealing with underarm, and I also will use the charcoal soap for my private areas, just for some freshening and whatever. So that's the two places I use that charcoal soap, but I adore it. I'm still on my first bar, and I think I got it it's been 6 months.
Yeah.
My son and I using it every day.
Wow.
So, and we still have a big bar. So
Yeah. So a lot of people talk about, oh, Young Living stuff is so expensive, but when you see how it lasts for so long, you're buying it and it's going to last you for a long time. So it can actually be budget friendly. All right. Now let me see, did anyone else want to add something that you use for your skincare? It could be something even from the inside out. I know for us, or for my daughter, she's not here right now, but Life 9 is a great supplement. It has probiotics, and it's great for the skin. Okay. Let's see, Joy, did you want to add?
Hi. So I wanted to add that this right here is a supplement that you may have heard of, and it really is good. It's a good source of MSM and wolfberry powder. Does anyone know what that is? My Sulfurzyme. Yeah, so Sulfurzyme, it is so good for healthy hair, skin, and nails, if you didn't know. I mean, if you're having any issues with those, you definitely want, and this is the powder again. They have the capsules, but the powder has, is it some kind of, is it a prebiotic? What does it have, Hope? I'm not sure. It's different. It has something different in it than the capsules. There's something extra in here. So this is why I get the powder.
Yeah, it has a prebiotic.
Okay. And it's also cheaper than, a little cheaper than the capsules. But I like to take this with Nisha Red, as with the red drink. You know, you make your red drink. And I like to put it in a, I like to recycle my Nisha Red bottles and put, today I have, I put 2 ounces in. Then I put about 5 drops of lemon, 1 scoop of the Sulfurzyme, and the rest water. And this way it also conserves on your Nisha Red.
Yeah.
So I purchased the Numia 90, which comes with 30 packets, 2-ounce packets of the Nisha Red. So I'm conserving. I think I'll probably, you know, won't run out by the end of the month. So it's there's so many different ways we can save save money and kind of minimize the cost. So, but this sulfurzyme, I definitely have to have. It's so good for joints. If you have issues with joints, because when I was going through my health challenge years ago, one of the things I had to stop doing was I had to stop playing the violin because my joints were just really, really achy and painful, like I had arthritis. And so this MSM is a really good way to help improve that tremendously.
Yes, I agree. I agree. The other thing is oregano. I know for several of us, we have used oregano. You wouldn't think, but it's so good for moles.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so putting a drop on your moles at night, I just put a drop and they just go away. And anyone else want to add what you have done?
Talking about, Hope? Flesh
What's
mold?
that?
So I've used it for moles myself, like a raised mole. I had a mole right here on the side of my nose, or sometimes you have moles that irritate your skin when you wear clothing.
Flesh molds. Okay.
Yeah.
Are they called skin tags?
Yeah.
Yes. Some people call them skin tags.
Oh.
I have the oregano, and I just take a drop, and maybe sometimes I use a Q-tip, but I've noticed a diminishing the appearance of my moles when I use this consistently. You got to use it consistently, and they'll just shrink up and fall off.
Yep.
Wow.
In a week.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, for me, it's like 3 days. I told a lady who owned a salon about it, and she got she started using it, and it took her 8 days. But I mean, something that had been with her forever, and she got like 8 bottles of it and was selling them there. So yeah, it really works.
Wow.
It's a hot oil, so you just have to be careful because it's a hot oil. It's not gonna burn, but it's going to have a tingling feeling. Just don't overdo it. Use a little bit, and yeah,
very little. And even around your eye, I would avoid around like the face.
Yeah.
Me personally, I use it where it's in other areas, or use like a toothpick amount, and then put like olive oil around that area too.
Wow.
Was there a question?
Yeah. What did you say you use for your little kids that have a little pimple or something? What did you put a drop of?
So I use the where is it? The hand purifier. So the
yes.
hand sanitizer.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
And then also like what Joy said with the sulfurzyme, it's just good foundational nutrition. What Ileana said with omegas, the omega Gi's is very important. So, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see. So I'm going to try to keep it around an hour. I know we've had some really good recommendations, but I want to share with you just the end of this. So for you all, I think everyone on here is a member, but if you're not, then an easy way to become a member is to get the Premium Starter Kit, which has all of the 12 oils that we talked about in it. You can add other oils, say you want oregano or manuka, like Kiana talked about, or you want the hand and body lotion. You can always add those things to your kit. You get a diffuser as well, and you get 2 packets of the Ningxia Red. And so that makes it to be under $9 per oil, and then the diffuser is about $60. So the value of that is $400. You get it for $165. And make sure you pay attention to the essential rewards. You can actually get a free oil this month called Longevity, which is excellent. It's the highest 4 antioxidant oils that we have that are in there. And essential rewards allows you to earn free products. get exclusive perks. You get to customize your order, choose what you want. It's like a monthly wellness box. And you can, you also receive exclusive loyalty gifts the longer that you're on the program, every 3 months. And you get up to 25% back in free products. So no other store does that. And so you can get everything that we were mentioning here tonight, you know, the mineral sunscreen, the coconut body butter, and the different things like, you know, personal care products that aren't going to be toxic to you. So if you want to keep in touch, if you're a member, we have a members only Facebook page. And the information is right here, the Facebook group. It's called Scent to Heal YL Biz. And we talk about business as well as the uses for the essential oils for our wellness and on our wellness journey. And so you can ask questions. And then I'm also on Instagram. A bunch of us are on Instagram. You can follow us for tips and things like that. This is an app that will help you to know how to use your starter kit once you do get it, if there's anyone that doesn't. And it also it's called Live Well app. And it also talks about fractionated oils, which I shared a video on the Scent to Heal page this week. It's so important to know the difference. So we're trying to get away from chemicals, and sometimes people go to the store, get their essential oils from like Whole Foods or whatever, thinking they're getting the real deal. And they're putting chemicals back into their body, especially if you're putting it on your face, your skin. So this is a really good educational app that you can get. So let's see. If there's any other questions, you can feel free to message me. We have another class coming next week. It's our DIY for new members. So anyone who has just joined, we're going to show you how to make things like your own hand soap, body wash, room spray, how to use your kit. So for people who have just gotten their kit, how to use it. And I'm so glad that you all were able to join us tonight. And so I'm going to unmute everyone. Let me see if I can unmute everyone. And we can just say good night, and we'll see you next time.
Good night.
Good night, ladies.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Good night.
Thanks so much, Hope. You're amazing as usual.
I just
Thank
want to thank
you.
my
Thank you,
newest
Becky.
member.
Very good
And
class.
thank you, Hope.
Bye.
You look